what's it like trying to process and pack close to 1/3 of 1,000,000 pounds of sweet potatoes a week. At Matthew's Ridgeview Farms, it means a well-choreographed grading line of workers hand-picking the most perfect-looking potatoes.
They want that slick, pretty sweet potato. They don't want crooked and beat up, skint, scarred. So we do the best we can.
Terrace Matthews directs operations here at their packing plant and out in the field. An operation that's become the largest grower-producer of sweet potatoes in Arkansas.
We're distributing and packing, probably 7, 8 loads a week, maybe 10 on some weeks.
Sweet potatoes have been a part of the Matthews family history for over 100 years. Terrace remembers playing in the fields when he was just a youngster. Terrace's dad and uncle marketed their homegrown sweet potatoes locally, but after a while, Terrace and his wife Kim decided to branch off on their own.
I can see a big vision, and I was putting a lot of effort into it, and which everybody worked, don't get me wrong there. I mean, if you're going to be on this farm or any kind of vegetable farm, you're going to work. I was looking for more growth. I could see growth.
Terrace, using his farmland as well as rented fields, planted 800 acres of sweet potatoes. But growing the business also meant turning this old building into a modern sweet potato packing plant.
I built a whole new packing line. I went stainless steel, food safety. I was thinking ahead on that.
After 7 months, Matthews had created about 20,000 square feet of cooler storage, enough room to house a large inventory of tightly packed cases of prime potatoes.
Probably have about 50,000 cases left now.
And they'll be packed up and loaded onto a truck in no time if Kim has her way.
And then I've got one going to Chicago.
Terrace's wife handles the marketing of their sweet potatoes to major retailers and vendors throughout the country.
I knew that when we expanded and moved into this facility that I was going to be a big part of the business. Miss Kim, may I help you? So you're going to put the 160 on the truck that's leaving?
One part of their sales plan focuses on an international food safety program called Global Gap.
I just thought, we need to do this. They're not making us do it now, but that's coming. So I started visiting with my husband about it, and we got in touch with some people, some consultants that help you get ready for the Global Gap.
The international certification opened world markets to them, attracting major buyers from the United Kingdom and Canada. They even added new labels in French.
We can assure our customer or a potential new customer that they're going to have a safe product coming from us.
Being able to track where their sweet potatoes come from certainly gives the Matthews a competitive edge, but they insist it's the quality of their product that separates them from the pack. Right now, there are about a dozen men picking and grading sweet potatoes, but you'll notice Terrace is the last man on the line. Now, normally there are more important things for a big boss to do, but he likes to take a final look at his product to make sure it meets the quality standards his customers have come to expect.
We always want to pack quality. Quality has always been our bottom line. You send a good potato, you get a good response, you get repeat business.
Terrace also credits the increased sales of sweet potatoes to their nutritional value. The starchy, sweet-tasting root vegetable is rich in complex carbohydrates, fiber, beta-carotene, and vitamin C.
The sweet potato market is growing a lot right now. It's nutritious and delicious. That's what I'd say.
As Kim and Terrace work together to build their business, their efforts have added another generation to the family's agricultural endeavors. Terrace's mom can often be found working in the office, his dad David on the grading line.
My dad was always my best friend. We'd always hung around together. He guided me in the right direction all the time.
And the latest generation of the Matthews family has even become the face of the family product. That's because the smiling faces of Jaylee and Tacey Matthews can be found on the cover of each potato packing box.
It's turned into a really good marketing tool because so many retailers are pushing the family theme. And we're not just trying to sell this as a marketing aspect, they really are the 5th generation.
And Terrace and Kim hope the girls will someday take over the family business, keeping the Matthews sweet potato legacy alive.